Hey everyone, today we're going to start talking about mean, median, mode, and range. So hopefully you checked out some of the links that I have put on my Canvas page. There's some videos you can watch to help you learn about mean, median, mode, and range if you were not in class. First of all, this is a copy of the notes for our class notes. So if you were out of town or whatever, you're going to get a copy of the class notes, watch the video, and you should write what I'm writing in the notes because that's what we did in class. First of all, the front of the notes is a lot of vocabulary. So with a highlighter, you're going to highlight mean, and that's another word for average. Mean is the average of a set of data. You're going to add up all the numbers and divide by the amount of numbers in the set. So you're going to highlight add and divide. Next up, median. Median means middle. So you're going to highlight median, middle. You're also going to highlight order from least to greatest, because we have to arrange the numbers in order from least to greatest and located the middle numbers. If there are two middle numbers, then we're going to find the average of the two numbers. Okay. Next up, we have the mode. The mode is the number that you see the most. You're looking for doubles or triples, anything like that. Sometimes there might be no mode, so highlight that, like this example. And sometimes there might be more than one mode. So in this example, we have two number ones and we have two number fours. That means the mode for that set would be 1 and 4. Okay, range. Range is the difference between the biggest number and the smallest number. So you're going to highlight largest number minus the smallest number equals range. And please write the word subtract. Okay. Another word that you're going to need to know is outlier, a value that is much greater or much less than the rest of the data. Now the example I used for that was all my students are either 11 or 12, maybe some 13 years old. And I am 50, so my 50 is a much, much bigger number than 11 and 12-year-olds. Okay, so 50 would be an outlier. 50 could be much bigger or much smaller. All right, let's take a look at the inside. All righty. All right, so I'm gonna just a little bit bigger here and move some stuff out of the way. And let's see. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around here. All right. So on the inside of the notes, we're going to start with the mean side. I blocked out the other half of the notes. So mean is just another word for average. So you're going to come up here and you're going to write the word average. And the way that you use average probably the most is your grade point average. When you have all your assignments, we add up the totals and divide by the number of assignments, and that'll give you your grade average. All right, so fill in the blanks. We've got add all the numbers to the set. Number 2, divide the sum by the total amount of numbers. So if you add up 4 numbers, then you divide by 4. If you add up 7 different numbers, then you divide by 7. So whatever amount of numbers you're adding, that's what you're going to divide by. So let's look at this data set right here. I have 9, 6, 11, and 6. So right here, to get the mean, they did step 1. They got the sum of the data. There are 4 numbers in the set, so that's the number we're going to divide by. We have 32 over 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Okay, here we go. We are going to find the mean of the number of songs on a playlist. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is, I already have the answer there for you, but we're going to add up all those numbers. And I did that right over here. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. Okay. So we're going to add up all the numbers, 12, 14, 10, 11, and 13, and that equals 60. Then I'm going to do 60 divided by 5, because there's 5 numbers in our set, which gives us a mean or average of 12. Okay, in the next part, you're going to see that there is an outlier here. Identify the outlier in the data set. So look at all those numbers, and one of them should stand out as being way too big or way too small compared to the other ones. I'll let you look at that for a few seconds. Okay, hopefully you said 44 was the outlier. All the other numbers are between 90 and 102. 44 is much, much smaller. Okay, continuing here. All right, so we're going to use that table and the set of numbers. First up, we are going to find the mean without the outlier. We're going to actually do this part first. I'm going to write the numbers over here. I already did it ahead of time and I have it blocked off, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm rewriting all the numbers. Okay. And we're going to stack them and add them. All right. So write that down in your notes. I'm going to add them all up, and that's going to give me 479. That. So that is without the 44. So with that 479, now we're going to divide by the number that was in the set. Well, we added 5 numbers together, and so move this out of the way. We're going to do 479 divided by 5. Let's set up that division. And that gives me, let's see if I can move this over. No. As far as it's going to go. All right, so how many times does 5 go into 479? I'm going to do my long division. I'm going to have to add a decimal and an extra 0 to bring down. And my answer for my average, or the mean, is 95.8. So I'm going to come back here, and we're going to write it right there, 95.8. Now that we found the average without the outlier, we're going to use this 479 right here to add the 44 to that. So I'm going to do that next. That would be, this is it right here. All right. So I had 479. I'm adding back in the outlier. Now my sum is 523. So the next step, we're going to divide by the number in the set. Well, we included the outlier this time, so now we had 6 numbers that we added together because we added all the numbers from this table now. Okay. 523 divided by 6. I only took it out to one place to the right of the decimal. That's all we have to take it out. Okay. You get 87 1/10 for the amount with the outlier. So with the outlier, our mean or average was 87 1/10. Without the outlier, it was 95 8/10. So what did that outlier do to our average? Well, we're going to write in that the outlier, describe how the outlier affects the mean of the data. Let's see, the mean, or the average, decreased when we used the outlier, or when we included the outlier. Included the outlier. So that is what we're going to do with mean in these notes. We're going to move over to the other side. And we've got over here, oops, didn't mean to do that. We've got steps to find the median. All right, so steps to find the median, you have to put the numbers in order from least to greatest. If you skip that step, most likely you're going to get the wrong answer. Okay, starting with the outside, you're going to cross out numbers and count inwards until you get to the middle number. The middle number is your median. Okay. And we're going to scroll down a little. All right, so we've got a couple of examples here. First up, we're going to find the median of that set. So we're going to put them in order from least to greatest. Okay, so I've got a 10. You know what? I'm going to write it above the numbers, I think. When I write things above the numbers, it helps me keep track of how many numbers I have in my set so that I remember to include everything. 13, next up, 17. Right, ready for the 20s. I have two 20s. I have a 22, 20, and a 28. All right, so there is my set ordered from least to greatest. Now, this is how they want us to find the median. You're going to cross out from left to right until you get to the middle value. Okay, so our 20 is in the middle. So that means the median is 20 for that example. Okay, our next example, I am going to have you cross out the last number. There's a 9 at the end. You're going to cross that out because I wanted a set of numbers that was even instead of odd because there's an extra step that we have to take. All right, so we are going to put our numbers in order. I'm going to pause this for a minute while I put these in order. All right, so I've got my numbers in order. I'm going to start from the outside going in, and we are crossing out till we get to the middle. Oh, but there is no number in the middle. So what you do is we're going to find the average or the mean of the two middle numbers. So we do 4 plus 6, and then divide by 2. 4 plus 6 is 10. Oops. 4 plus 6 is 10. Divided by 2, which means my median is going to be 5. And I could probably ask you that, and you would know if I asked you what number is between 4 and 6, you would be able to tell me 5. So even though 5 is not part of the set, it is included in the median. Okay, I am running out of time here on my recording, so we are just going to, I'm going to pause this for a minute. All right, so I'm going to put these numbers in order. First I have a 10, and then I have an 80, and then I have 3 85s. I'm going to cross them out as I go, and I have 2 90s. Now I'm going to look at my set of numbers and ask myself which one is repeated the most, and that would be my 85s. Okay. All right, I went ahead and put set B together also. You'll notice that sometimes we can have more than one mode. We've got 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 6s, and 2 7s. So my set has 2 of each of those numbers, so my mode is actually 2, then 4, 6, and 7. They are all tied for the mode. Up here, my mode was 85. So there's an example for us. Also down here, some notes to find the range. We're going to do the range of the set above us. We are just going to subtract the biggest number and the smallest number. So from set B up there, we've got 8 minus 2, the smallest number,